If you are curious about the depth of that machine or music composition, chords progression, chords built in music, please subscribe to this channel. I'm going to track, I double click, I change track number 3. Now I'm changing the name called drums. We are going to search for drums. Now, also I have to change the program. So no more plugins. Okay? Excellent. Now I go to browser. Under content, I click drums, and I've got a selection of different drum sets. Okay. Tight kit it is. Load it. And now look, I go to main, go to program, program 1, program 2, program 3. You see, we switched one of the programs into acoustic kit. Once again, we went to browser, we liked the kit, and we loaded the sound. So these loaded sounds are gonna hit. You see, there will be another sound, another kit. Let's do another kit then. So look, we've got one sound now. Okay, let's load it. And look, this sound is gonna manifest on the programs once again. I scroll, there's acoustic, here we go. Okay, let's use it. Yeah, okay. So now, this track is armed by itself. As you see, other tracks are, I could very easily arm the other tracks, but for now, this is the proof that the only track, it's gonna be recorded, is the drum set. All right. Just remember, these instruments supposed to interact with each other. Okay, so this kick in the end was unnecessarily, so we're going to delete it, and we're going to apply something else. Overdub, because I didn't want to lose what I have and play from the marked place. So it's gonna go and it's gonna record for me when I need it. That's it. Okay. Another one. Okay, so we reached the moment that I want another drum set. AQ, acoustic. So now I'm gonna search for that acoustic drum set. Boom, done. Let's record the hi-hat from the beginning. If you by accident delete something by pressing undo and you basically lose all the content, you can redo it by pressing the shift and redo. You're back to business. There is a moment in time that everything sucks and you wanna just delete the whole thing and start from the beginning. Naming tracks really is gonna help because I can see the track called drums. I will just grab it and just delete the whole thing. Done. Now the drum acoustic, drums AQ, it's already cleaned. So now I can start playing with the different ideas. So it's perfect. It's just we are hearing just the bass line and the studio strings. Okay, so now all I have to do is just arm the drum set. Let's just record this. Okay, beautiful. When I play it back, you're going to hear that. Excellent. Okay, we don't want to dwell. Now I'm gonna do overdub because I'm gonna add additional layers and play from the start. Okay, when I play it back, you will hear that sound. Of course, we don't want to dwell about that too much. Let's just add an acoustic drum set. Hi-hat, okay? Just hi-hat for now. Tap, tap. Okay, so we've got the fundamental beat, right? We don't want to dwell about it. Now we are switching to channel number 5. Let's call it piano. Piano. Now, look what happened. I have to switch into plugins. Okay, so now piano, I'm looking at plugin program. We are going to change it for piano. Piano. And now I'm gonna search for some piano sounds. Fabric piano, stage piano, electric piano. Let's do electric piano. Now I'm gonna rehearsal some sounds. Okay, we found some piano we like. Now it's time to fool around with it. So before we commit to anything what piano does, we'll just play that loop and just fool around with notes and see if we can find something to remember me by. Okay, it's time to record it. Okay, we went to add program edit button. And now we can dive into deeper adjustments like the release, attack, ratio, delay, reverb. See? You can influence the sound, what we just created. See, less reverb. When I tap, double tap, I can basically increase the reverb that way. So what I found every time when you, instead of adding right here and making adjustments, you can double click and have a bigger kind of screen to deal with, okay? Okay, good for me. Reverb. I want to be closer to my face, so less reverb. What it does to my music is just, it's gonna be more more crispy, more on my face. Let's try it again. We select the sequence. For now, we are dealing with sequence number 1, right? We don't have to change the name of it. We have to create the amount of tracks you want. 16 tracks, 8 tracks, depending how many instruments you want to kind of layer with each other. Then each track has to have a sound. You search for this sound and you add the drum, you add the plugin program. And then every plugin program is going to have its own sound. The main button always allows you to go back to the main window. The browser button allows you to search for the drum set. Just remember you have to switch from plugin button to this. Otherwise the drum set you won't be able to launch the play it from the pads. We also introduced this little program edit button on the upper left corner, what allows you to go into inside of the sound and change the vibe of it. Okay? The last thing I want to show you, this is beautiful. This is the piano, right? We are going to do another piano, acoustic. We are going to add the plugin called, we have the piano, so we are going to add a piano AQ, acoustic, and we are going to search for one. Now this time we are going to use the actual studio ground. Okay, back to the main. Okay. So we've got the real sound of the real grand piano acoustic. we are going to increase the volume of the for the purpose of this video. Okay? And then, look what happened. I'm going to menu, I'm pressing this, and now I'm gonna arm not only the piano, but the electric piano. When I switch, they will switch between, but when I hit the shift, now I have both. You don't hear the piano because the electric piano is too loud. You can hear the acoustic piano now. So you basically, you create a balance based on your ear training. Depends what you want. Right? More acoustic piano. So basically now we are achieved this moment that acoustic piano takes over with this splash, with the element of electric flavor rather than electric sound with the splash of acoustic piano. You see the difference? And you make it happen. Beautiful. All right, so now look what happened. I'm gonna, for the purpose of this video, I'm gonna erase the whole piano. And now I'm gonna arm both programs, electric and acoustic, and you're going to witness that they both are going to be recorded at the same time. Look, we are not planning anything. Let's try from the top. We can always dwell about the performance all day long, but this video kind of concentrates on the mechanics of the workflow in MPC. When you build a chord in music, you follow a specific pathway. You introduce a specific logic to your brain, right? There is a root of the chord, there's a third, there's a fifth, a seventh, there's a bunch of tensions available, right? So you kind of introduce that idea to your brain, and then you just execute it on, could be a piano, could be other instrument. What I discovered about MPC X, that it uses its own pathways. And now I introduce these pathways to my brain, and I learned that okay, we need a sequence. Sequence could be an introduction of verse in music, right? Sequence number one. And then underneath I spill certain chords. And of course, in order to do that, I have to create the tracks. The tracks got its own sound inside what I use to express that track. So I record the track, I record another one, they interact with each other. I measure the interaction by my ear training. and make decisions if I keep something or I go different direction. So now I deal with 16, 24 different layers of instruments, and I start shaping my vision into this beautiful sound of the introduction or a verse, like we mentioned. So this unique MPC-X allows me to kind of dive into that fascinating world and see my music composition from slightly different perspective. I allow myself to improvise. I allowed myself to discover things. So it's like, it's a science project. This is your laboratory of sound, and everything is stored inside the computers, which means I can save the whole project or just delete it. The project is not important to me. The most important to me is the journey, because I have learned a lot based on that work. So even though I create something unusable, something what I it's, in the end of the day, I decide to delete the whole thing. Now, you didn't waste any time. You actually learned about yourself a lot by doing so. And I think that's the most value this machine brings to you, because now you're involved, all your senses are involved in a different way. Do yourself a favor. This machine can be overwhelming very fast. Be smart. Learn foundation, the fundamental buttons. You don't have to know them all at once. Try to follow your own logic. Follow your desires. Create a list of things you want to know about this machine, and just step by step, just find the answers. My name is Piotr Kowalczyk. See you next time.